them PS boys out there, man, y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up. Hey, this is for all them PS boys out there, man, y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get. Hey, this is for all them PS boys out there, man, y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. Get hype, man, it's about to go down. I said the haters gonna hate. They hating on the T-flops. They can't stop us because we got the exclusives, the games, the storytelling, minds blowing. Understand them Xbox boys, they trying to destroy us. Nintendo boys, we still stand tall. Boys in red, you know how we do it. Let's get it. Hey, this is for all them PS boys out there, man, y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. Get hype, man, it's about to go down. I said the haters gonna hate. They hating on the T-flops. They can't stop us because we got the exclusives, the games, the storytelling, minds blowing. Understand them Xbox boys, they trying to destroy us. Nintendo boys, we still stand tall. Boys in red, you know how we do it. Let's get it on, let's get it popping. And this is why we gotta get hype, man. Let's get it on, man. Ayy. Ayy, ayy, ayy. You need to get hype. Ayy, ayy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We're back at it again with another edition of the show. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? How is everybody doing? Make sure you guys give the show a thumbs up, man. We out here. Real quick. PS the Rec is live. So shout out to Jasmine Karen for bringing that to my attention. So I'm going to go ahead. If people really want a PS5, I'm telling you right now, you better jump on it very quickly. I'm not even playing. Jump on it very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and pin this message. If you do want a PS5, this could be another chance. Maybe you want an only chance before before Christmas and everything like that. Hopefully they could ship it and you get it before Christmas and everything like that. So just make sure that you try to jump in queue right now, because they are going to have some PS5 consoles in inventory right now. So when it becomes available, you guys know the whole PS Direct situation. So big up yourselves. Make sure you guys give the show a thumbs up. Share us out on social media. We'll definitely appreciate it. We have a lot of topics to go over today as well. So appreciate you guys. Matthias, how you doing? How you feeling? Thank you so much for the support and everything. So we do have a countdown. So I'm telling y'all, get on it, man. Get on it. And this is why I love PlayStation Direct, because they don't deal with none of that nonsense, when it comes to scalpers and things like that, trying to buy up everything like that. I just love the system that they put in place. And I think Best Buy, that was a crap show. I was sitting there for like 3 hours, maybe like 3 to 4 hours, scratching my head like, okay, are you guys going to go live? You know what I'm saying? I understand it probably was trying to throw off, bots and things like that. But come on, man. Like, seriously, that was a crap show. And then don't get me started on Walmart. Like, you don't learn your freaking lesson. Like, I'm not understanding. You're in the business to make money. I'm a business owner, right? So you're in the business not just to evolve as a company or evolve as a person, but you're in business to be profitable. And how is it that it's going to be profitable for everyone? If everything is being sold out by bots, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to have to cancel all the orders because maybe the bots that bought out everything is really not legit, which I think a lot of retailers should do. And also, I saw an article yesterday said that, scalping and botting is illegal now. Apparently, I need to look more into this, but it should be illegal. Like, seriously, it should be illegal, because it's just not fair, bro. It's just like you standing in line waiting for hours for something, and then all of a sudden you got like, I don't know, maybe 200-300 people just jump right in front of you and just get the thing that you've been sitting there waiting on for weeks or months or what have you. It's just ridiculous, bro. But PlayStation Direct is going live in about, actually 1 minute. I'm in queue right now. Click the link so you can get in queue. They are going to have PlayStation 5s and everything like that. So I'm telling y'all right now, jump on it. Now, the important info, obviously, you guys know when it counts to 0, you'll be entered into queue. Refreshing the page or having multiple queue tabs will not affect your place in line. So there you go. 1 console per person. Sadly, there are limited consoles available for purchase today. Your console is not reserved until checkout is complete. So guys, I'm telling y'all right now, this is a random drop. So I know a lot of people wasn't really successful, with the Best Buy drop or the Walmart drop. And I think the Walmart drop was sold out in like seconds. Like, they went live at 3 and they sold out at 3. Like, it's that freaking crazy. So if you guys want a PS5, and I think PS Direct is in Europe now as well. I don't know specifically what date, but I'm telling you right now. Oh, wait. It says that we're waiting. This is the waiting period now. So if you guys want one, I'm telling you right now, it says that you have been temporarily placed in the waiting room and everything. And sometimes when you're in the waiting room too as well, this doesn't really fully guarantee you a PS5, but I'm just saying, hey, what's going on, Brian Kelly? I guess you finally got the notification, right, that we're actually live. Yeah, YouTube, they want to do whatever they want to do, but we're going to fight through that. Make sure you guys smash up the like button, man. While we still sitting at 61 likes, smash up that like button. The like goal for the streams are 500 likes and over. Make sure you guys hit the share button as well. Definitely does help out the show and everything like that, especially this situation. We need more people in here that really wants a PS5. So if you want a PS5, I'm telling you right now, you better jump on it right now. Give the show a thumbs up. Share the show out, man. This is very important. I'm asking you guys as a community, share the show out. Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. Put us out there, man, because this is more than an hour wait. This is more than an hour wait. So this is more than an hour wait. Jeez. So, hey, there you go. And it might change. It might change. Angelo said that he said he might just wait or just wait till next year. But I know some people can't wait. So, you know, Smash presentation at 5 p.m. EST. I don't even, maybe we'll see. We'll see what my schedule is like. But we do have PS Direct actually going live in just a few here. Actually, within more than an hour. Damn, it's probably a lot of people and everything like that. But click the link at the top to keep you guys in queue and everything like that. Keep you guys in queue. And then once we get in there, then we can go from there. Okay. Yeah, about an hour. That's why I said get in queue. Click the link and get in queue right now. Get in queue. Do not refresh. Do not refresh. Okay? Do not refresh. Do not open up a bunch of tabs because that's not going to help you. Huffman in the house. Let's say what's up to everybody before we go ahead and get started. Smash up that like button. If you haven't already, smash up the like button. It definitely does help out the show in ways. So I appreciate you guys coming through today on a Wednesday. So thank y'all so much for the support. Really do appreciate y'all. Darius, what's going on? Are you trying to get a PS5? Do you have a PS5? PS Direct is live. PS Direct is live. Yes. Sean, what's going on? How you feeling? King Beef, how you feeling? Devon, how you feeling? Silver Strike, how you feeling, sir? Thank you so much. Diddy Banks, what's good? How you feeling? If you're trying to get a PS5, click the link as you come in, smash up that like button and click the link that's pinned at the top. That will get you in queue. I'm telling you, I'm just doing this to help you guys out because shout out to Jasmine Karen for bringing it to my attention. David Works, what's going on? I bought my PS5 from Walmart. Hopefully you get it on time because Walmart is just, you might as well call him Botmart. It says the wait in the PS Direct website is faster than Cyberpunk fixing their game. Hey, there you go. There you go. Lan, what's good, man? How you feeling? How you doing? Carolee Ruins, what's up? Skip, how you feeling? Terry, what's up, man? Jose, how you feeling? Botmart, there you go. Sim City, what's up, man? How you feeling? How you doing? Thank you so much for the support. Make sure you guys thumbs up the show. Whisperistic, what's going down, homie? Appreciate the long support, man, being a sponsor. Let's go, man. We out here. So we do have some other topics to go over as well. And it's going to be crazy. A lot of it is going to be on Cyberpunk. Whoa, they just updated. it. They said that PS5 consoles are now available, but are not guaranteed, even if you are in queue. So they do have PS5s. So if you're trying to get one, please get in queue right now. Trey, how you doing? Bobby G, how you feeling? Thank you so much for coming through to the stream. Casper, how you doing? Appreciate you. Alvaro, if I'm saying your name correctly, how you doing? Greetings from Chile. How you feeling? How you doing? Thank you so much. So yeah, they do have PS5s available right now. So yeah, please get in line. Just trying to help out people who don't have a unit, who wants one before Christmas. This might be your final chance to get one before the year is out. This might very well be your final chance. Your final chance. Your final chance. Bobby G says, love your content, Marlon. Your final chance to get one. Because I don't think any other retailer is probably going to have anything probably anytime soon. And PS Direct, if you do have a PlayStation Plus account, they do like 2-day shipping, because I've gotten mine's like really, really fast and everything like that. So there you guys go. All right. Hey, Chloe, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. All right. So let's go over some of these topics while we wait on that. All right. So the first thing that we're after the whole PS Direct situation, we got to talk about Cyberpunk as well. And the crazy part is that they're talking about the PS5 version of the game and what they're going to be doing with the PS5 version. We also got some more information about CD Projekt Red. And, remember I told you they recouped the costs for marketing and development costs for the game. Well, they lost a lot of freaking money since the release of Cyberpunk 2077. Like they crippled themselves. They crippled themselves in ways that I just, this is one of the most ambitious, most anticipated game of 2020. Not anymore, because, it's just like, and then you lied, you made a fool out of yourself. You're telling people to get a refund, something that is not good. You see what I'm saying? Because all that's going to do is hurt you. And then all these people over the course of 9 years that put in all their time and their life and dedication into this game, and they can't even get paid because you want to, base their bonuses off of a review score, you know what I'm saying? Like, or off of reviews. Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Over 9 years working on this project, they lost a lot of money. They made a fool out of themselves. A lot of people don't trust them anymore. They're a freaking joke now. And this is why I say you don't put no company or no one on a pedestal. Don't worship nothing but God, nothing but Jesus. That's the only person that you need to be worshiping. Not these freaking companies, not these corporations, because they don't freaking care about you. Okay. We're also going to be talking about the fact that Cyberpunk 2077, we already know that it runs poor on last generation, right? When it comes to performance and everything. But there's something very interesting when it comes to the PS4 Pro version versus the Xbox One X version, which we know that the Xbox One X is more superior than the VCR box because it has a much more faster CPU, inside of it and everything. And that system was a beast. I still think that Microsoft could have fully utilized that system to its fullest potential. But hey, I digress. Also, we're going to talk about a developer that literally shared something very, very interesting when it comes to PS5 versus Series X. We know on paper that the Series X is more powerful, blah, blah, blah. We know it's more teraflop, blah, blah, blah. We know all of that type of stuff, right? We get that idea. We understand that whole notion, but when it comes down to the developers and what they're able to achieve as far as the development tools between both consoles, like I said before, you're not going to see a freaking major difference or a significant difference. And I know at the early part of the life cycle of both systems, you have a lot of these Xbox channels that was literally poisoning the mind of gamers and telling them, oh yeah, you're going to see a big difference. And it's more of the superior machine. And look at this. Now the tables have turned and we have seen the weaker system, which is the PS5, how games, third-party games, look way better. Not saying way better, but they look and perform better. You know what I'm saying? On the PS5 versus the Series X, right? I wouldn't say way better, but yeah, it's noticeably different, Also, more craziness with CD Projekt Red. And, like I said, the more and more they speak, the more news comes out. And it's not looking good. So they had a conference call and more truth is being revealed behind the last generation version. And like I said, when we talk about this, we're going to expose them because once again, more bull crap when it comes to the last generation. You should have just delayed the last gen version if you needed more time, okay? Because this is not how you deal with consumers. I'm just saying. Also, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about Sony's plans for PS4 games. We're going to be talking about Fortnite for the PS5. A huge, FPS upgrade there. We're also going to be talking about Dirt 5, a 2.0 update for Dirt 5. It brings massive updates to the game and just how the game looks overall from a visual standpoint, and also add in wheel support and also trophy support as well. So you got wheel support, so you can use a wheel on it. And I believe there was a couple companies before the PS5 came out that was actually working on a wheel and everything like that for the game. And I would think that a lot of companies are going to be making wheels, especially with Gran Turismo 7 dropping next year. It's going to be crazy because people really want that wheel support and everything like that to kind of feel a bit much more immersed. We're also going to be talking about the PS5 and how it sold literally like more than triple times more than the Series X in France. So we're going to talk about that as well. We're also going to be talking about Microsoft CTO and what do you have to say about the Xbox consoles being sort of like the cornerstone of the foundation of Xbox moving forward and everything, which is very, very interesting. And we're going to talk about Terminator Resistance basically coming to PS5 and what it's going to be bringing to the PlayStation 5, which is very, very good news for a lot of people that is, generally speaking, interested in that particular game. And so this is very, very good news for a lot of people who really care about Terminator and everything like that. We're also going to be talking about Devotion. Now, this is a controversial horror type of game, and this is from the developers Red Candle or something like that. So we're going to be talking about this, and it seems this is why, and this is pertaining to CD Projekt Red. I'm sorry, this is pertaining to CD Projekt Red. So they can't stay out of they really, 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 really can't stay out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? There's too much heat on them right now, and this is just crazy. So we definitely do have a lot of stuff to go over today. We're still waiting in queue right now for PS5s and everything like that. Make sure you guys give the show a thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate you guys, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. So as it sits right now, as it sits. Yeah, no games. Yeah, I saw that. No games. It was no game announcement at all. It was no game announcement at all. King, what's good? VC, what's going on, man? Appreciate the love. Toronto, what's going on? There is a wait right now. So jump in queue if you really want to get a PlayStation 5. Jump in queue right now. I guess you guys will hear that chiming sound. That chiming sound will kick in. Jeremy, what's going on, bro? Appreciate the love. Kyle says, what happens when it starts? What are you talking about? It places you on the website in front of the consoles, and if they do have them in stock, then you'll be able to get one. King Mo, what's going on? Mar X, what's going on, bro? How you doing? How you feeling? If you're brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell on all, and also make sure you guys hit that share button as well. So PS Direct is live. So in the meantime, it is more than an hour wait, but they do have PS5 consoles in stock right now. So if you're trying to get one, look, now is a great time. Now is a great time. But it says that PS5 consoles are still available as of the recording of this stream. It just updated at 1:12 p.m. And it's saying that PS5 consoles are still available. So hopefully they're not sold out by the time you guys are trying to get it. Okay. Hey, Jack, how you doing? How you feeling? David, what's going on? Sheem L, what's good, bro? Jits Media Videos, what's going on? Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Does PS Direct ever cancel orders? Not really. Why do you ask that? Why do you ask that? Anthony Moon, what's up, man? How you doing? Camp Stove, what's going on? Let's see who else we have here. Everything scarce. Yeah, it is. PC Game Boy, what's up, man? Let's see, 44 minutes. Give me your time update for PlayStation Direct. Again, if you're just coming in, PlayStation Direct is live, so I will suggest you guys jumping on it ASAP. Jump on it ASAP. Right away. Yeah, it is live right now. 35 minutes, more than an hour. Okay, more than an hour. Okay, on your screen. Okay. What's up, PC Game Boy? How you doing? Is this for UK? No, this is for US, but they did move PlayStation Direct to Europe, so I don't know what's going on in Europe. It says, what was that in the background? What was what? 35-minute left. It says, I got 11 minutes on the Direct. Okay, good. As far as I know, they're still in stock right now. They're still in stock. They are still in stock right now. It says, Marlon, I don't know what to do. What to do about what? You have 10 minutes? Okay, that's good. All right, so in the meantime, while we're waiting on, the queue, do not refresh. Don't refresh. That's not going to help you. Do not refresh. That is not going to help you. I can tell you that right now. Do not refresh. Okay? Don't refresh. It says, imagine internet going out. I don't want to imagine that. I definitely don't want to imagine that. 42 minutes. In stock says no digital. Oh, well, there you go. Let me see what in stock is saying. Well, there you go. If people are looking for digital, digital is going to be harder to get. Aim for the disk drive, unfortunately. I think it's now in stock. Yeah, aim for the disk drive. I keep telling people that. Don't aim for the digital. Yup, right there. It says, wait. It says the digital is in stock. The digital is in stock as we speak right now. 416, the digital is in stock. The digital is in stock right now as we speak. Right there. Digital is in stock. The digital is in stock. That's kind of crazy because you would think that they will be sold out on that. Chaining, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Make sure you turn on that notification bell to never miss out on what we got going on here on the daily. Thank you so much for subscribing and hitting that notification bell on all. So yeah, apparently, according to now in stock, it seems as though they still have the digital edition. No physicals. That's crazy. Yeah. So at 404 EST, they were in stock with the digital version. Then at 410, they were out of stock. Then at 412, they're back in stock. So yeah, it seems as though that's all they have. Welcome aboard, new subscribers. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Just trying to see if we can get some of you guys PS5s that don't have one. Do not refresh your page because that's not going to help you. It says also get refunds. You can resell box games, digital. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys want digitals. I mean, if you don't want a digital, I guess, well, don't waste your time waiting because it seems as though that's all they have in stock is digital according to this. But I would say still wait because you never know. They might update it while you're waiting. You never know. This is PS Direct. So just hold your horses on that front. But I don't know how many people want, physical. I don't know. Or if you want a digital, then I would say just wait. But just wait and see. I would say don't get out of line yet. Just wait and see because they might just update the stock. They might just update the stock right now. So I'll just wait and see on that. So in the meantime, while this is updating, and I'll keep you guys updated as we go along with the show and everything like that, because it makes a chime sound once you get to that point where it's going to bring you on the website. Okay. So they might have, like I said, don't worry. All hope is not lost. They might have disk drive versions. So don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Don't worry. He says, I wish I had the money to do a giveaway for Christmas. I wish I had the money. I would buy a bunch of PS5s and give them to you guys. You know, I wish I had it. It says I own 97 physical games. Then get a second hand really cheap. Hey, I understand that. All right, so let's go ahead here and let's get on with the show real quickly. And then while we wait on PS Direct to actually update the line, I'll keep my eyes on nowinstock.net for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead here with Cyberpunk, and we're going to be on this topic for a little while once again, because there's so much stuff to talk about when it comes to CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. I mean, it just gets worse and worse every single day. It is something to talk about with CD Projekt Red and everything. And so I really, really want to go ahead and talk about this in the meantime. So it's sold out. Well, there you go. There you go. I was just trying to help you guys. If it's sold out, it's sold out. All right. So now we're going to talk about CD Projekt Red and everything that's actually going on right now. So CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077 saying that native PS5 version will use all new functions and technical possibilities of the console. Really? And this is coming from the CEO, okay? Marcin. This is coming from Marcin, the CEO of CD Projekt Red. And he is actually co-founder, I would say. And, you know, I'm hoping for his sake that the next gen versions are going to fully utilize the hardware of the PS5 and the Series X, because people are already upset as it is. You know, people want their money back. I know some people are telling me they still trying to go to that help cdprojectred.com email that they're saying that, okay, if you can't go through the retailer, and Sony is freaking denying refunds. Microsoft is denying freaking refunds. And, you know, that's just a bad business practice, because it's like, you know, you're supposed to deliver a very ambitious title. You delayed the game 4 times to the point where people were just getting impatient. Like, dang, when is this game actually coming out? I didn't even know that this game was in that bad of a shape, because I was one of the people that was like, come on, another delay. And it wasn't fully transparent. If they were fully transparent with us from the jump and say, hey, look, this is not ready. You know what I'm saying? The CEO, I think it's Marcin or the other founder or whatnot, basically came out and said that the PS5 version and the Series X version is going to be next year. So it's only going to be the current gen console versions going to be this year. And they run perfect on the systems. You said that they run fine. So with that being said, everybody was like, okay, what's the holdup? We thinking that they're going to be just polishing up the game and trying to give us the best experience possible and everything. But that's not the case. This game was far, far, far out from being released on PS4 and Xbox One. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand because of the Jaguar CPU and the bottlenecking issue because of the CPU and just not having the full IO throughput and the SSD and all the capabilities of the next generation versions of this game. Because I'm telling you right now, if they would have just delayed the last gen version, right, and just have just somehow they were able to crank out the next gen version, I'm telling you, that would have made a whole lot of wonders for them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would appreciate the game a whole lot more. Like I said, it's not a bad game as far as what they're trying to accomplish, like as far as like the characters and the side missions and the different character path that you decide to go, and Night City. Very ambitious, you know what I'm saying? But it's just ruined by the experience. And so they're saying that the consoles, PS5 and Series X, let me go ahead and show you guys right now. It says that the consoles, PS5 and Series S and X, are much faster, which we already know that already. We don't need nobody telling us that. And then we are planning a free next gen update for everyone. So we already know that they're planning a free upgrade for everyone and everything like that who's got a next gen console. So if you buy the game now, you can play it on next gen. It works great because of the higher capabilities of the new consoles. But then with the next gen update, we'll use all the functionalities or the new functions and technical possibilities provided by the new platforms. You at least owe us that. You see what I'm saying? And now, granted, some people are enjoying the game, which is great. I do have a surprise for you guys that is coming in probably by the end of this month or early next month. And I'm telling you, it's going to change the channel. It's going to change the content that I produce. And I'm very, very excited. I want it to be a surprise. I ain't going to say nothing. But I just want to give a special shout out to a certain company for actually just blowing me away with this. But this is going to be dope. This is going to be dope. And let's just say it's going to make a whole lot of difference as far as the content and everything like that, which I'm very, very excited for. But especially when it comes to Cyberpunk, I mean, it's way better on PC. My PC can't even run this game. You know, I can't do ray tracing on this rig, and I can't have DLSS, turn all the way up, crank all the way up to really like fully enjoy this game like how it was designed to be. But on PS4 and Xbox One, that was a no-go. That was a big no-go. Now, the next thing, I'm still waiting. Oh, out of stock. Out of stock. So, yep, there we go. Oh, there it is. They finally updated it. Just to kind of give you guys a quick update. It's out of stock. So, yeah, unfortunately, they updated it. It says PS5 consoles are out of stock for the day. So, of course, it was worth a shot, though, but it's okay. Now, let's go ahead and bleed over into the next segment here for Cyberpunk 2077. And so the founders of CD Projekt Red have lost $1 billion. Let that sink in. $1 billion because of their mistake, because of how they handle their business. Like bro, that's a lot of money. This is how rich CD Projekt Red and a lot of these developers are. This is how much money they have. This is how much money these corporations have. $1 billion, not 50 million, not 80 million, $1 billion they lost. You see what I'm saying? Just off of stupidity, off of lying and not being transparent with your user base. $1 billion. All of that could have been avoided. You see what I'm saying? You crippled yourself. Out the gate, you crippled yourself. Out the gate, you crippled the full potentials of what could have been. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Handle your business the right way, and then you won't have any issues, man. This is crazy. $1 billion since the launch of the game. That should have been profit. You see what I'm saying? You know why? Because everybody that, bro, let me tell y'all this. There's over 100 million people with PS4s and Xbox One. Over 100 million people. Combined, I would say there's probably like about, between PS4s and Xbox Ones, there's probably about 160 million people. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more than that, combined with how many Xbox Ones were sold and how many PS4s were sold. Okay? About probably like 160 or 170 million. So obviously they're not going to miss out on that. But my God, if this game was not ready and you were being transparent with us instead of lying to us, then none of this wouldn't have happened. Because they said that the game was running perfectly fine on PS4 and Xbox One before it was released. And that came out of the CEO mouth. So you clearly lied. This is bad business practice. So you clearly lied. And so the biggest problem with this is that, people are not going to trust you again. You fool people once, you ain't going to fool them again, because now people are going to be hesitant to purchase The Witcher 4. We know The Witcher 4 is coming. And I hope for God's sake that game is going to be fully optimized for next gen consoles, because I believe it's only going to be for it's got to be only for next gen, because look at the mess that they're dealing with right now with current gen hardware. So you bet your bottom dollar Witcher 4 better be on just next generation consoles, because this is a mess. This is absolutely 100% rubbish. You see what I'm saying? You can't just deal with your customers like that. As a business owner, you have to know how to conduct yourself. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and look at the damage here. Make sure you guys go ahead and thumbs up the show. Definitely does help out. Make sure you guys hit the share button as well. It says the losses incurred by the founders of CD Projekt Red was reported by Bloomberg and follows more than a week of controversy over the PS4 and Xbox One edition of Cyberpunk 2077, which is packed to the rifters with bugs and glitches and generally runs like a Del Boy trot. Oh my God. A Del Boy Trotters. AKA rubbish. Runs like rubbish. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Your game run like rubbish on PS4 and Xbox, and then we gotta wait till February. It would have been so freaking simple. So freaking simple. 10 more minutes, it's out of stock, bro. Don't waste your time. 10 more minutes. It would have been so simple for them to just delay the game till February, because you bought the game. Now you got to wait till February to fully experience how the game was designed to play on PS4 and Xbox One. You got to wait till February. You bought the game. Yes, we understand it, but you still got to wait till February. You still got to wait till February. Let that sink in for just a second. Let that sink in. This game right here. Where is it? Where's the content? This game. 9 years of development, but you still got to wait till February to fully experience this game. This game right here. This game that everybody was hyping up, including me, because I was excited about it. You got to wait till February to fully utilize your $60. And some people can get a refund, right? I'm still stuck with my hard copy. Shout outs to my sponsor for helping out with my refund, which he shouldn't have to do, but he did. Shout outs to Harvey. But this is ridiculous. We got to wait till February. February. I can't say that this is actually worth it. I can't say it's worth it, because you should have delayed the game till February of next year. You're saying that, oh yeah, we're going to fix it, but it's going to take us this amount of time. You know how far February is from now? We're still in December. We're middle of December right now. Michael, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Make sure you turn on that notification bell on all to never miss out on the daily show that we do have here. So this is just ridiculous. This game runs like rubbish on PS4 and Xbox One, which we already know that. Now, another piece of news that I do have for you guys regarding. I told y'all we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, because all sorts of news are coming out about this, and it's, when you think things are getting better, it's only getting worse. So Cyberpunk 2077, poor last gen performance is down to the Jaguar CPU. I told you guys that because of the poor CPU. You see what I'm saying? Of the PS4 and Xbox One, those old Jaguar CPU from 8 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Old technology that's literally bottlenecking these newer games, because these newer games are built on better engine, better optimized engine. And obviously, you know, the Jaguar CPUs can't really hold up with a lot of the stuff that developers are cranking out. But get this, and this is why I don't want to hear that old narrative that people has been pushing about, oh yeah, Series X is more powerful than PS5. And oh yeah, the One X is a beast over the PS4 Pro. You see? Look at the ending life cycle of the PS4 Pro. Come on, let's go. Let's take a trip down memory lane here, just a second here, okay? Look at the last part of the PS4 life cycle, aka the PS4 Pro. Look at Last of Us. Look at Ghost of Tsushima. Look at Gran Turismo Sport, even though that wasn't in the last part. But look at those two games and compare it with anything that Microsoft cranked out. Okay? Since 2013 until now. Does Microsoft have anything that looks better than Last of Us 2 or Ghost of Tsushima? And remind you, they've been touting about power since forever. Since 2013, they've been talking about power, right? So power is not the end all be all thing. If you're going to tout about power, use that power. Use that power for the greater good of the freaking games. Stop just saying you're the world's most powerful freaking console. And see, that whole power narrative and that whole T-flop narrative is bull crap. It's rubbish, okay? Because the only way that power is going to be a factor is if it's fully utilized. And in this case right now, you're seeing a lot of games, third-party games, look better and run better on PlayStation 5. Something that the Xbox community was saying that, nope, I'm buying the Series X because of third-party games, right? I'm going to pick up the Series X version because it has 12 T-flop of GPU power, which I've had so many, for new subscribers, I have so many developers on this particular show. Go on the channel, you'll see where I talk to developers, right? And they're saying that, yo, T-flops has nothing to do with the game, on how the game looks or how the game plays. That's just a small portion, right? As far as performance. And so, once again, just to prove my point, the PS4 Pro version is more stable than the One X. Make no mistake that the One X with the 6 T-flops and all the capabilities of that machine is a beast of a machine. And I felt like Microsoft just ditched the One X like that. They could have kept going with the One X for at least another 2 or 3 years, to be honest with you. Besides the whole velocity architecture situation, once again, has proven my point. And this is something that I've been preaching on this channel for a very, very long time. For a lot of new subscribers who don't know who I am, I tell you guys the truth just like it is. The PS4 Pro version, the system that they say that was weak and doing fake 4K and all this type of stuff, is outdoing the more powerful freaking console. Why is that? Why is that? Cyberpunk is more stable on the less powerful hardware. And we're seeing that once again with the PlayStation 5, right? And the Series X. It's a whole nother generation. And we're already seeing that the less powerful system is more superior. Okay? Valhalla looks better on PS5 and plays better on PS5. Okay? That's weak hardware, right? Just like they've been touting. Oh, it's 10 T-flop of GPU freaking power. Okay, pump your brakes, cowboy. But here's the deal. Dirt 5, another game, looks and perform better on the PlayStation 5. Why is that? These are third-party games, man. We're not counting first-party stuff. We're counting third-party stuff. Oh, well, I guess you can argue and you can say, well, it's taking developers a little bit of time to get used to the tools, right? Because Microsoft changed their development tools. Yeah, we already know that already. Okay? And developers probably didn't get their dev kits until later down versus when developers received their development kits for the PlayStation 5. Yeah, we already know that already. But look, the almighty Series X, right? The system that they've been touting, they have 8K on the chip. Go look it up on Google. They always been touting about power when it comes to the Series X. Okay, where is that power? Where is that power now? You see what I'm saying? We can't see it yet. We got to wait another 2 or 3 years. I can't wait to see that power. You see what I'm saying? And so once again, we're seeing the less powerful machine outdoing the more powerful machine. This has nothing to do with being a fanboy. Let's get that straight right now. Let's get that monkey out the room right now. This has nothing to do with being a fanboy. This is the truth. And people need to hear the truth. The thing that kills humans is that they don't like hearing the truth. Anytime you try to be real with somebody, they don't like hearing the truth. But that's the truth. The truth is, you cannot sit here and make a developer job scary. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a nightmare, because if it's a nightmare for developers to develop a game on a particular system, it's going to show in the gameplay. It's going to show in the production. You see what I'm saying? So people need to understand that, you know, it's not about being a fanboy. It comes down to the hardware, and it comes down to what developers, you know, can achieve and everything like that. So I think a lot of people need to understand that notion of everything. And so let's go ahead and look at this. Another proof here. You guys thinking I'm lying. Some people don't like hearing the truth, but this is the truth. It says, interestingly, Cyberpunk 2077 reportedly runs the most stable on the PS4 in regards to the last generation hardware, and it actually performs more reliably than the more powerful Xbox One X, despite the lower CPU power. You see that? This is what I'm talking about. So more powerful does not mean better performance, unless it's fully utilized for that particular hardware. The one issue with this theory is that the One X, its CPU is faster than the PS4 Pros, yet the Pro routinely beats it in performance in terms of the broad. You get what I'm saying. You get the whole gist of that, right? So, and that's something that's the whole point of me trying to drive that home to you guys, is that it doesn't matter. All right, so there it is, sold out. I don't even go and waste my time. There it is. I'm finally on the site. It's sold out. PS5 hardware, yeah, it's sold out. PS5 console, sold out. Yep, we already know. So I'm finally logged in. Can't buy no PS5. So there you guys go right there. I just wanted to share this with you guys about the whole PS5 Direct situation. Out of stock. They already showed that it was out of stock on here. So now we can actually move on with what we're talking about here and everything. So sold out. All right. So let's dive back into the crevices of everything that I'm talking about. So like I said, I love Microsoft, but Microsoft has been dropping the ball since 2013. Okay. Let's be real. Microsoft always been touting about power. Now they do have a lot more studios than they did with Xbox One. And I feel like the future looks bright for the Series X, okay? For this new generation of Xbox consoles, yes, the future is bright. They have a lot more studios than Sony at this very moment. They did that big deal with Bethesda, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while for us to see the full potential of the Series X. You see what I'm saying? We got to wait 2 or 3 years. I mean, right out the gate, we still haven't seen the full potential of the Series X. That's a bad sell, bro. That's a bad impression. That's a very, very bad impression. Out the gate, you need to be blown away, right? And granted, some people can't even experience the best version of Cyberpunk on last generation console. You know why? Because a lot of people already traded in their PS4 Pros. They traded in at GameStop. So yeah, if let's say, for instance, I've seen cases where people traded in their PS4 Pros and they don't have a PS5. They traded in their PS4 Pros to buy a PS5, but something happened to where they can't get a PS5, right? So now they're stuck with nothing. Now they got to go back and repurchase a PS4 Pro, or they got to repurchase a base PS4 Pro. And if you do have not a base PS4 Pro, I meant to say a base PS4. And on a base PS4, the game runs like garbage. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that nonsense again. I don't want to hear it again where people is telling me that, oh, yeah, power. Yeah, the Series X is more powerful and you're going to see a huge difference. No, the heck you ain't. Which leads me to my next topic. So now that we establish that the PS4 Pro version is more stable and is more reliable than the One X, which is a shame because that One X is a beast of a machine. And I felt like it had a lot of life left into it. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. I'm just going to compile all of this into one Cyberpunk stuff. That's what we're going to do. Now we're going to talk about CD Projekt Red again. More lies, not being transparent with their consumer base. Okay. And so with that being said, CD Projekt Red had a conference call a few hours ago. At the time of this stream, this was from like yesterday, right? A few hours ago, okay? And where they admit that they didn't spend enough time on last gen versions of the game. You didn't spend enough time? Why is it so hard? Do I need to get Jamaican on this one? Why is it that hard for you to come out and say that before the game was released? Why was it so hard? You lied to everybody. You gave reviewers the PC version of the game. You gave the reviewers B-roll footage instead of them using their own footage of the game because you didn't want people to see how crappy the game looks and run. So you lied. And now you're confessing to your lies. Now you're saying that you didn't have enough time. You delayed the game again this year, twice this year. And you didn't have enough. What the heck are y'all doing? I mean, seriously, what the heck are y'all doing? Twinkling y'all fingers? Jamal, thank you so much for that $5. Really do appreciate the love. Thank you so much for helping out a brother and for helping out the show. Thank you so much. That $5 definitely does help out. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for activating Goku. Link is in the description. Appreciate the love and the support. You lied. What y'all doing? This is some good alcohol here. I know we need to be getting back on the development of Cyberpunk 2077, but you know what? I think, man, we deserve a party, man. I think we've been developing this game for 9 years, and you know what? I think we deserve to be partying right now. We put out that statement out there on social media, letting everybody know that the game runs awesome, even though it doesn't really run awesome on the system. And you know what? We're not even going to waste our development time anymore on the last gen version of this game. So we're just gonna. We're going to work on our ray tracing nails here. I think a lot of people is going to understand the direction of the game and everything that we were able to achieve. So all we're going to do, we're going to party, we're going to drink, we're going to get drunk, and we're going to have a great time. And we're going to collect the Benjamins. What was y'all doing? What was y'all doing? The only thing that looks phenomenal from when I played the game on my system was those fingernails. The fingernails look awesome. What was y'all doing? Y'all didn't have enough time, but you delayed the game again this year. This game should have been out from last year. What was y'all doing? What was y'all doing? And then you crunched. You crunched. What was y'all doing? Why does the game look like that? And now you're admitting that you didn't have enough time? You didn't have enough time? What was y'all doing? Man, look, I've been saying this for the people don't like hearing the truth. And I don't care. Look at the dislikes. I don't care. The truth is the truth. And that's why the world can never be better, because you can't make everybody happy. And when you speak up, you know what I'm saying? When you speak up and speak the truth, they don't like hearing it. You spend your money. You deserve to get what you pay for. That game is a glitchy, buggy mess. They can't freaking win. You admitted that the last gen version of the game was garbage. Basically, it was poorly optimized. It wasn't ready to be shipped, but you shipped it anyway. So what does that say about your credibility? Your credibility is in the garbage can. Where is your credibility now? Nobody's going to trust you now. Nobody's going to trust you from this moment onward. Your sales are going to tank moving forward. You see what happened to Bethesda with Fallout 76? You still haven't learned? You of all people, CD Projekt Red, should learn from your mistake. People are not stupid on the internet. You see what I'm saying? And this is sad, bro. This is sad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, I just want y'all to see this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this big old statement. That's a waste of PR. I'm not going to waste my time reading this. I'm not going to waste my time. You basically said in this whole paragraph, this whole thing right here, this whole paragraph, right? That we got to wait till January or February to see larger improvements. You take our money on December 10th or before December 10th with pre-orders for this bullcrap, for us have to wait until January and February in order to see larger improvements. Are you kidding me? What was you doing with your time? Oh, we're going to speak about the shortcomings of the current gen version. It is more about us looking as the previous stated in the PC and the next gen version performance. I ain't trying to hear this. I am not trying to hear this. Ah, jeez, bro. This is crazy. Everyone who is still pushing Cyberpunk 2077 and saying it's a great game that people should try are fools who could defend this game in public. Bro, look, you can defend this game all you want. You can defend this game all you want. They're not putting $1 in your pocket. Why is you defending this game? Thank you so much, Primal, for the 5. Why are you defending this game? Like I said, I'm not hating on the actual story. I'm not hating on the actual characters. I'm not hating on Night City. I said all of that is great. All I'm saying is, come on, man. Y'all should know better than that. This is not 20 years ago, bro. This is 2020. Technology is so much better and more advanced. Don't give me that COVID nonsense, because there's a lot of games that came out since COVID been going on. Looks way better than Cyberpunk would ever be. Looks like an early PS2 game. You have IGN, one of the biggest publication in gaming, literally saying that do not play Cyberpunk 2077 on PS4 and Xbox One. And yet you have idiots and fools that are sitting here defending the freaking game. You have a big corporation, regardless, love them or hate them, right? Love them or hate them when it comes to IGN and how they are. And you have a big publication like IGN. They got, what, 15 million subscribers? They got a huge pull. That's bad publicity. That's bad publicity. They get millions of traffic every single month, every single day. Millions of gamers go to IGN for news and information. There's a lot of gamers that depends on reviews for their purchases. They depend on reviews for their purchases. I'm not going to build my purchase around a review. If I want a game, I'll buy it and play it myself. Some people go to other reviewers to dictate their purchase. You see what I'm saying? Oh, if so-and-so said that the game is garbage, I'm not going to buy it. But you haven't played the game yet. You see what I'm saying? But in this case, you don't even need to play it. You can look with your own 2 eyes that God gave you and realize that this game is a buggy, glitchy mess. Come on, man. You got some of the biggest freaking publications in gaming saying don't buy this game. That's terrible. But yet still, people are defending this game. Yet still, people are defending CD Projekt Red. Why are you defending them? If anything, you need to call them out on this so that this won't happen again. People don't like hearing the truth. They don't like hearing the truth. They don't like when I get critical, but this is who I am. I'm never going to change who I am for nobody. I'm not going to, Cyberpunk 2077, it's just a beautiful game and it looks so great. And oh my God, I don't have any problems with the game. As a matter of fact, I do have a 3090 and this. Okay, Rich Jonesy. Okay. Not everybody has a 3090. Not everybody has a 3080. Not everybody has a PC Jonesy that can run this game on how it was designed to be. Seriously. So get your fangirl self out of here. Seriously. Good for you if you're not running into any issues, but the majority is. Why do you think that their stock is dropping? Why are you thinking that they're coming out and offering refunds to people who bought the game physically and digitally? Come on, open your eyes. This is bad. 2020 cannot go out without anything else bad happening, right? This is so sad, man. This is very, very sad. And you will think that a lot of people would really have some sort of common decency to really understand what's going on here. But, you know, like I said before, I don't care. I literally don't care. If you're mad, if you're upset, if you're in your feelings, that's fine. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. And this is completely wrong. They straight up lied. Then they had their conference call. They had an emergency meeting. Y'all didn't hear that part, right? They had an emergency meeting amongst themselves saying that, man, we need to get this game. We need to fix this. We need to hurry up and fix this. Don't hurry and do nothing. Don't hurry up and do a darn thing. This game should have never seen the light of day. Straight up. You're going to rush and patch the game and then mess it up even more. When you're rushing, take your time. You can't do anything with haste. Take your time. The damage is already done. Oh, let me hurry up. And mess it up even more. You're supposed to work smarter, not harder. And I hope for upcoming, developers and people that are inspired by the industry and really want to be developers, I hope you learn from CD Projekt Red's mistake. Because I know some of y'all are going to school and stuff like that to be game programmers, game designers, and what have you. I hope you learn from your mistakes. I hope you do. You see what I'm saying? I hope you do. Because this is sad. Every single day, their names are in the news. Every single day, their names are in the news, bro. This is sad. This is a very, very sad situation. But like I said before, guys, this is the reality that we living in. This is the reality. Now, so with that being said, we have covered a lot when it comes to CD Projekt Red and their apologies, and please give them a chance. And they admitting, quote unquote, admitting that they didn't have enough time on the last gen versions of the game. You don't believe me? It is right here. Right there. Right there. We didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough time. And you delayed this game so many times, but you still don't have enough time. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead here and we're going to bleed over into our next topic at hand. And this is very, very interesting. And no, this is not Cyberpunk. Thank the Lord. No, this is not. I'm tired of talking about Cyberpunk now. This is sad. I hope they get it together because this is not good. This is definitely not good. This is not the way how you want to conduct yourself as a company, as a business. You need to have some sort of integrity to yourself. You need to have some sort of honesty. You need to have some sort of transparency when it comes to dealing with gamers and dealing with the public and dealing with people. And if you can't be transparent, you need to go out of business. You need to close up shop. Anyways, let's go on here. We're going to talk about a topic that we're probably going to be talking about for a little minute here as well. And this is definitely interesting. So we're going to talk about this notion of not expecting Series X games to look better over PS5. So we're going to talk about this right now. And, this is something that I've been preaching on this channel for a very long time. Obviously, a lot of people don't like hearing the truth when it comes to this. So that's okay with me. That's all good. Now, listen to this. Don't expect games to look significantly better on Series X than on PS5. Head Up Games CTO. This is something that I've been saying for the longest time, I've been saying it on this channel. I said, if there is a difference, it might be a small difference. It's not going to be a marginal sort of difference or anything like that. It's not going to be a huge difference. Now, we do have a indie. Shut up. We do have a indie developer that is coming out and saying that you are not going to see any significant differences between PS5 and Series X. Now, listen to what the developer have to say. He's basically stated, for us and most indie developers, this is not going to make any big difference, says Mark of Head Up Games. And so this is something, like I said, later on down the road, we might see something, but it's not going to be a huge freaking difference. And so the Series X and the PS5 are amazing, evenly matched when you look at their net hardware, okay? Evenly matched. So all this talk about 12 T-flop of GPU power is that's dead and buried now. That's old. That's an old. Now we're hearing that the PS5 and the Series X are basically net hardware when it comes to performance. But both of them have advantages over each other in specific areas. Microsoft console, for instance, comes out on top in terms of pure raw power. That's something that we've been talking about on this channel for a very, very long time. Now, with a GPU of 12 teraflops as compared to the PS5 at 10.28 teraflops of GPU capabilities. Now, here's the thing. This is something that I really, really want to dig in so people can understand what exactly is going on here when it comes to the difference between these two hardware. Now, speaking to Game and Bolt in a recent interview, the same developer that we're talking about here, he said that for us and most other developers, this is not going to be making any big difference for AAA studios. So you see, this is another thing that a lot of people have been saying, oh yeah, you just wait until all these other big AAA developers come out and they do this and do that. Bro, look, it's obviously taking developers a longer time to develop for Series X because they're still because Microsoft changed up their development tools and everything like that. So it's taking them a little bit of time. We already understand that. Jackie, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Make sure you turn on that notification bell on all. And so with that being said, for AAA development studios, this might result in a slightly higher performance. Okay? Which I was telling you guys. So you're not going to see a major difference like how some people are making it out to be. Look at what's going on now with Dirt 5, with Valhalla, with Call of Duty Cold War. Do I need to keep going? With NBA 2K21, right? Like you already start seeing, see how many titles I'm mentioning, and they look better on PS5. They're locked at a much more stable frame rate. So in the future, with AAA development, when it comes to Series X, yeah, you're going to see that slightly higher performance, but it's not going to be a big difference, like how some people are painting this narrative to be. And this is the type of stuff that I've been talking about on here. It's like not going to happen. You're not going to see an extra 20 FPS over the PS5. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to look a little bit sharper or maybe crisp, or you might, maybe the ray tracing might be, looking a lot better, just not a lot better, but slightly better. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that, things might just look slightly prettier on the Series X version, but that's ways down the line. And out the jump, we're getting that on weaker hardware. Same thing with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that I need people to understand. Okay? Now, listen to this. But this is also very dependent on other factors that only the theoretical T-flops. Look at this. Let me highlight this. Theoretically, T-flops. Okay? Which we've been talking about T-flops on this channel for a very long time. Okay? That it does not matter when it comes to gaming performance and everything like that. I don't think that we are going to see games on Series X that look significantly better than their PS5 counterpart. So there you go. T-flops does not matter in the grand scheme of things. That's just a small portion. Small portion. It does not make the game look better and look, that's just floating points. It's a small portion of game development, of developing a game. So that whole narrative needs to go in the dumpster. Like, seriously. You see what I'm saying? So a dev is literally shutting this narrative down. He is literally shutting this narrative down. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want, the power difference and this and it's 9.2. At 9.2, just like y'all say, a 9.2 T-flop system is outdoing a 12 T-flop system. Don't you see something wrong with that? Out the gate. It's not being a fanboy. Look at the proof. Look, the proof is in the pudding. Look at the evidence, the physical evidence. We have to wait to see how the Series X is going to shape and mold third-party and first-party games in the future. We heard from so many developers in the past that's been telling us that the PS5 is much more easier for them to develop for, right? The transition between PS4 development and PS5 is a seamless one. It's not a hard one. The transition from Xbox One to Series X seems like it's a much more harder one for developers because they changed the SDK, they changed the development tools, so it's taking developers time to get used to the tools. Look at Dirt 5. Go on Digital Foundry and look it up. Look at Valhalla. Look at Dirt 5. Look at NBA 2K21. And bleeding over into next year, hopefully developers can really crank out that extra horsepower in the Series X, and we can see it with Halo Infinite. We can see it with Starfield. We can see it with whatever else. Microsoft got to have something else coming out other than just Halo and potentially Starfield, because people need to validate their $500, not just Game Pass. Yes, Game Pass is one part of the equation when it comes to having a successful system, right? But we need to see something that is fully going to utilize that. Perfect Dark is a way out. You can't even count Perfect Dark. That's the game that Initiative is working on. That game is early in development. That game ain't coming out in 2021. Like I said, it's going to take time. I'm happy about my Xbox, future. I am, because there's going to be a lot of games that I want to see running on the system and looking superior than the PlayStation 5. But only time will tell. That game, Perfect Dark, is going to be a while before we see Perfect Dark. Fable, a while before we see Fable. State of Decay 3, a while before we see State of Decay 3. Hellblade 2, they still figuring out locations. Maybe they are more far along. Everwild is still a while before Everwild comes out. They're still having development issues with that game. You would think that game would have been released this year to kind of bump up some sales. You see what I'm saying? What was that game called? The Medium, delayed till next year. That's a PS5 game. You see what I'm saying? Come on. No. I think it's this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's this year and probably next year. Like, come on. This is the reality. This is the reality that there are games that we can expect to play on the Series X, but it's like we have to wait. How many times do we need to get it tattooed on our brains so we don't forget? Do we need to get it tattooed on our skin so we don't forget? The whole thing that I'm preaching to you guys here today is, please understand that we still have to wait. We've been waiting on the Series X for how long? As long as we've been waiting on the PS5. And all we've been getting, the vibe that we've been getting from Microsoft, wait. Just wait. Just wait. No. Just wait. Come on, man. Just wait, man. Just wait. You might as well just get it tattooed on you. Just wait. Sony out the gate is giving you 2 launch titles that basically one of them you can get on PS4, but it plays better on PS5. But Demon Souls is a true next generational experience that I feel like a lot of people are not into Souls game. At least your competition is giving gamers something to play on the console. There's so many options on PS5. The DualSense itself is a huge selling point. Not just the games, but the DualSense is another selling point. I know people can say, "Oh, it's gimmicky trickery," but look at verbatim what you're getting when it comes to the PlayStation 5 versus the Series X. You're basically getting the same experience that you've been getting since 2013 as far as the UI, right? As far as the controller, it's pretty much the same controller. There's no redesign. There's nothing that screams like this is a whole different experience. Yes, the system is a beast. Yes, it's going to take developers time. Yes, we got to wait on the games. You hear what I said? Wait. We still have to wait on the games. And I hope it's not going to be too late, because right now the sales speaks for themselves, man. People need to wake up and smell the coffee. Stop being fanboys. Stop being fangirls. It's okay to favor another company over the other. Maybe because they make games. And here's the thing. This whole story that we've been hearing from Phil Spencer and other people in the industry talking about single player games. Single player games does not drive sales to console. Exclusive games does not. Lies. How many times have we heard that? If single player games, or not even just single player, but if exclusive games does not matter, then why is it Sony always selling more? Why is it Sony always dominating? What is Sony known for? Their single player games, their storytelling, right? Sony is not known for multiplayer games. They're known for their single player experiences from PlayStation 1. Don't sit here and tell me otherwise. Exclusive games drive hardware sales. Hold on just a second so I can prove my point. When Perfect Dark was revealed, a lot of people went out to go buy Series X's. Why is that, Marlon? Well, that proves my point. Single player games drive hardware sales. Exclusive games drive hardware sales. I'm just saying. People don't want to listen to me. Oh, he's so full of crap. How dare you're full of crap. How am I full of crap? You know I'm telling the truth. Sony's been dominating. Nintendo has been dominating this industry for years now. Why is that? Because of their single player experiences, because of their exclusive games that you cannot experience anywhere else. Oh, he's full of crap. Oh, I can't stand him. He's a fanboy. How is it that I'm a fanboy? And I'm telling you the truth from my heart. I'm telling you the truth. I've been doing this for a long time. Come on, man. Y'all need to wake up. Mr. L with the 5. He says, I know PlayStation is the bigger brand, but do you think that the lack of production of the Series X is the reason the PS5 has sold more? No, sir. No, sir. No. Thank you, Mr. L, but no. Look, both consoles have shortages, right? You can't get them anywhere. Go in the store right now and try to get a PS5 or Series X. You can't. No. PlayStation is a bigger brand, and PlayStation have just better games. As of right now, they still have better games, right? And so the reason why the PS5 sold more, one, like you said, it's a bigger brand, right? It's a bigger brand. Two, they just have better exclusives. They have better single player games, right? So that's the reason why. It's a bigger brand. They have better exclusives. They have better single player games. Now, as of right now, that's the case. But in the future, that might change because Microsoft got more studios now. They got that whole ZeniMax Bethesda situation going on, which games are still going to be on PS5 and Nintendo Switch Pro or whatever the next Nintendo is. Yeah, we already know that the CEO basically came out and kind of explained that already, but they got more studios now. So they might give Sony a run for their money, which Sony need a run for their money. So Sony won't have to be sitting on the throne so much. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. It does not have anything to do with there are more stocks of PS5 over Series X. No. It's the fact that, look, if Microsoft had more games or had a game like Halo at launch, then that would have drived more sales to the console, regardless of the shortage. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. So yeah, people can forget about this whole narrative of, oh yeah, the Series X is more powerful, but we haven't seen it. We gotta wait. We still gotta wait. And we have a developer coming out here and saying that it's not gonna make any big differences when it comes to when it comes to everything. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a big difference. You might see things slightly better. Sony just got a much more bigger community. Why do you think you think that Sony needs help when it comes to their events? No. Over Microsoft? No, they don't need no help. Sony brings a lot of people, around their events, because the PlayStation brand is just bigger, way bigger than Microsoft will ever be when it comes to the Xbox brand. So why do you think they get so many views on their videos when it comes to anything regarding the PS5, anything new, even before the PS5 came out? Look how much video views they got on that teardown versus Microsoft. Look how much views they get on everything. That shows you right there that more people are into the PlayStation brand than Xbox, because over the years, like I said, Microsoft's best console ever, hands down, is the 360. Hands down, I give them credit where credit's due. Xbox One, they dropped the ball. Series X, you dropped the ball at the start. But let's see if you can pick the ball back up midway, because it's going to be a midway thing. Let's see if they can catch up. I'm telling you, because Sony is far along ahead, man. They're far along ahead with sales right now and momentum. There's a lot of games that they could have shown at the Video Game Awards, or even at the last the Sony event that we had in September, that could have been shown, but they're holding back because Microsoft, the competition, is making it easy for them. So they're like, you know what, man, we're not going to do Microsoft like that. We're going to hold up a little bit on. They could have shown God of War gameplay. As far as we know, apparently rumors are saying that they had gameplay ready to counteract with Halo, but they backed out of Halo. Come on, man. Y'all need to understand what's going on. Understand the business. Understand the industry. This is not a game. Toronto, with the 5 Canadians, says people that tune in every stream showing their true colors, RN, telling each other to dislike in the chat. It's all good, man. Let them dislike. It's all good. Look, I'm done begging people to hit the like button and share on all that type of stuff. I'm done. People know what they need to do. Thank you so much, Toronto, for being a real one. But people got to understand how this industry works. And this is why I'm so passionate about what I do. You see what I'm saying? I want to lift the lid off your eyes. I want to lift the blindness out of your eyes so you can see. Don't be fooled by this whole narrative of things that people have been pushing. Don't get caught up in the fanboyism that you're so blind that you can't see the freaking truth. All Microsoft cares about right now is Game Pass, xCloud. That's all they care about. That's all they care about right now. Okay? Developers are busy right now developing all those games that I just mentioned. State of Decay 3. Can't wait to see how that game is going to look and play on the Series X. Okay? That's going to be a next-gen only version game. I can almost guarantee you, because it's far out. Hellblade 2. That game is still far out. Nowhere close. Perfect Dark, far out. Fable, far out. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of games, bro. There's a lot of games. Forza, Horizon 5, the next Forza motorsport simulation game, far out in development. We're not going to see that now. That's why more people are purchasing PS5s. Because out the gate, you got Demon Souls, you got Miles Morales. Yes, you can get that on PS4, but to get the best experience, the DualSense features you cannot get on the PS4. So that's a selling point for some people. You see what I'm saying? So the competition is giving you a reason to pick up their console, not just the games looking better than the PS4 counterpart, but the DualSense controller. Nintendo, on the other hand, they're giving you the Joy-Cons. They're giving you HD Rumble. They're giving you the gyroscope. They're giving you a reason to play games on their freaking machine. People need to wake up. Look, man, if you want to toss your hat into the arena when it comes to the Nintendo Switch is a 1 T-flop system, okay? It's not as powerful as the PS5 and the Series X and all of that type of stuff. It is not more powerful. Okay? But look at the games. I understand some people say Nintendo is for kids, but Nintendo have some mature games as well. Right? And why you think the Switch is selling more than the PS5 in certain months, is selling way more than the Series X? Why is that? Because Nintendo is a much more bigger brand. Why is that? Because Nintendo has better exclusives than Microsoft will ever have. They're just starting to get it together, bro. People need to wake up and realize and stop being freaking fanboys. Stop worshiping these freaking companies. Stop worshiping these freaking corporations. I'm passionate. Nobody will ever do the stuff that I do, bro. Nobody will ever do the stuff that I do. Nobody can walk in my shoes when it comes to passion. I'm really passionate about this stuff. I can pop sweat. All of this stuff. I can talk for hours and hours about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, people need to understand that Nintendo and Sony is killing it right now. Why do you think so many people buying the Switch? It's a reason to buy the Switch because of the form factor. Because of that form factor. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't get that form factor anyway. You can take it on the go with you. You can't take the PS5 on the go. You can't take the Series X on the go. You can't take the Xbox One on the go. You can't take the PS4 on the go. You can take the Switch on the go. That's a reason to buy that system and the Joy-Cons and the form factor. There's so many reasons. And because Nintendo is just a better company when it comes to exclusive and storytelling games over Microsoft. So it's not just Sony. You see what I'm saying? You got to stop being blind. Look at the competition. And then you got to look at xCloud. You got to look at Game Pass, which is an incredible service. But look at what Sony is doing with the PlayStation Plus collection, offering gamers that missed out on the PS4 games, right? A reason to get back into PS4 stuff that they missed out on. That's a huge incentive if you have PlayStation Plus. Then you got PlayStation Now. And then we're hearing from Jim Ryan that he's going to find a way to come up with a Game Pass formula, maybe fusing all of them and giving you an ultimate experience, right? We heard that PlayStation Now is going to have better server blades. You know what I'm saying? So everything is you'll be able to, stream the games at a much more higher resolution, better, more stable frame rate. So PlayStation Now is offering insane value as well, right next to Game Pass. People need to wake up and understand. Nintendo is nowhere close when it comes to online. They need to get it together. Nintendo has never been about online gaming. They've always been a single player focused company. You see what I'm saying? People need to wake up and realize, man, look, I give Microsoft credit where credit's due, but right now they have dropped the ball out the gate. People need to stop defending these companies. Stop defending them when they slipping and sliding like Michael Jackson. You need to stop defending them. Let them slip and slide and break their behinds. And when they get back up, they will learn their lesson. People need to understand that, man. It's not about power. It's about how it's going to be fully utilized. How can the developer utilize this power in order to translate that into an experience that you're going to enjoy? Just stop doing that. Stop it. But people don't like hearing, they don't like when I get passionate enough. They don't like hearing when I get critical enough. This is the reality. This is the narrative that I am pushing. People need to understand that. Microsoft is getting better. Yes, they are. I cannot wait. We still been waiting. Thank you so much for that $20 donation, Brits. Much appreciated. Says a bit off topic, but Marlon, I appreciate you, bro. Watching you help me decide to finally launch my own channel, and it helps me step outside my shell. I've been developing my game as well. Oh my God, welcome to the industry. Look, thank you so much, bro, for what you're doing. Briss, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for pursuing game development. I can't wait to experience and see your game that you're going to be doing for the industry. We have to uplift our indie devs. We have to, that's why I tell people, we have a lot of people watching this channel. You don't know who is going to be inspired by you. That's why I have a standard to uphold. That's why I owe it to you guys to be real with y'all. Some people don't like hearing the truth. Go sub to somebody else who's going to lie to you and push this fake narrative. I'm not going to push this fake narrative at all. I'm not going to push it at all. I'm just going to keep it real, with you guys. I'm always going to keep it real, and this is, I think everybody owes their fan base this. And I'm so happy that you're inspired by me. I can't wait to see your game. Please, man, way to go, bro. Way to go. Congrats, Brits. Thank you so much for the 20, dude. Look, man, my heart goes out to you. I can't wait to see your game. Hopefully, I don't know what systems you're developing for, but kudos to you, my guy. I'm so happy that you're inspired by me because I work hard every single day. I don't have anybody handing me anything, giving me anything. I sit in this chair for 2+ hours every single day, popping sweat, busting my behind. You see what I'm saying? I don't have anybody handing me anything. I have to work, and I'm so passionate about what I do. That's how I got my foot through the door in the industry back in 2006, going to E3, being a journalist, writing and reviewing games and such. So I appreciate that $20, man. Stay up, my guy. Appreciate the blessings and everything like that. Let me see here. So we got a message in here. It says, okay. All right. So I just wanted to just sort of, get that off my chest, man, and just let you guys know I don't want to see you guys fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap because people just they just want to ride that hype train of, oh yeah, this and oh yeah, that. People just got to understand right now, Microsoft is in dead last comparing to Sony at the helm right now, Nintendo in the middle. And next year, what do you think is going to happen with Nintendo next year? Before we move on to the next topic, Nintendo got a lot of exclusive single player games that's going to sell way more than anything Microsoft put out. Okay? The next Zelda, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2? Insane freaking sales. Look how much Breath of the Wild, that's one of the highest rated game of all time. And that came out in 2017. And that's a cross-gen game. Breath of the Wild 2, that's next year. The next Metroid Prime, was it Metroid Prime 4? Nintendo got the games, bro. They got the games. Regardless, people saying, oh, it's kitty and this and that. They got the games. Nintendo is ahead of Microsoft. People need to realize that Microsoft is dead last right now. As of right now, we need to see those games. We still got to wait. We still got to wait on Microsoft. We got to wait 2 or 3 years. We still got to wait, man. I can't wait. Hopefully they can give Nintendo and Sony a run for their money. But right now, Nintendo, with the weak hardware, is leaving them in the dust because it comes down to games, not power. Nintendo have shown us that. Sony has shown us that it's not all about freaking power. It's not all about power. It's about what you can do with that power that translates into real world performance, that translate out into experience for gamers. I don't want to hear nothing about that. That's old news. Show me what the initiative can do with Perfect Dark, fully utilizing that Series X power. Show me that. And then you got me hooked. Then you already got me hooked already because it's Perfect Dark. And I grew up playing Perfect Dark. But I need you to go to the roots of what made Perfect Dark Perfect Dark. Not that garbage that was released on 360. Perfect Dark Zero was trash. Trash. Perfect Dark, trash. Okay? On 360. Give me that N64 experience, and make it better. Or give me that ground root. The ground root experience that made the N64 version amazing. That one that came out on 360 was garbage. Garbage. And a lot of Perfect Dark fans, they can attest to this. You see what I'm saying? So come on, man. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. We ain't got time for the nonsense. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. All right. Primal, I'm with the 5 says, right on, bro. My favorite games are free to play games that I play on Nintendo Switch, Fortnite and Asphalt 9. Thank you so much for the 5. That's why I'm saying, you know, people don't understand it. Now, can you guys agree with me that the 360 version of Perfect Dark Zero was garbage? A lot of people did not like that. So can the real thing here is, can the initiative, you know, deliver? Can the initiative deliver? It was terrible. But people are saying this guy what? Because I'm lying? You go back and play that 360 version of Perfect Dark and tell me that was so amazing. The initiative have a lot of pressure on them now. Because if this game becomes a flop, from what I've been hearing, man, it's going to be a very ambitious title. They have to deliver, or else it's not going to sell well. People need to stop being fanboys and be real with yourself. Oh, this guy what? Because I'm telling the truth? Because you don't like somebody being upfront and honest and in your face and telling you the truth? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, bro. I'm not going to do it. Now, that's just the situation as it is right now. Thank you so much, Primal, for the 5. That's just the situation. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next topic here. And we're going to talk about Sony's plans and everything like that for the PS4 and everything like that. Okay. Colby, thank you so much, Colby, for becoming a new member of the nation. Respect, one love, God bless. Make sure, Colby, you go to the community tab where you'll find access to our private Discord as well as my PSN ID. Add me on PSN. Go to the community tab on the channel. Add me on PSN, and also enjoy our private Discord community there. They'll make you feel welcome and everything like that. And yeah, we also going to have discounts for our exclusive merch and everything like that. That is actually coming up real soon. So thank you so much for becoming a member. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the family and everything. I really do appreciate you. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much for supporting an independent creator like myself. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And hopefully more and more sponsors will join the movement. All right. So let's go on ahead here. Let's talk about Sony's plans real quick for PS4. And this is something that I really wanted to highlight as well, because you do have a lot of people that is basically saying, oh, well, Sony should stop supporting the PS4. What? Are you kidding me? As we see, people don't understand the business. People don't want to. People don't understand. Listen to me very carefully. People don't understand business. People are saying that they should just quit supporting PS4. Quit 100 and almost 40 something million, almost 150 million people. Or was it 130 million? Are you kidding me? That's not smart. But I understand the frustration of a lot of people. Get this. I know Jim Ryan said a lot of things. I know everything that Jim Ryan said. But here's the thing. According to Jim Ryan and according to a lot of developers, from what we've been hearing, is that when it comes to cross-generation games, when it comes to the PlayStation 4 in mind, the PS5 is the lead SKU. So it should not matter in the grand scheme of things. If the PS5, which is the more powerful hardware, being the lead SKU, there shouldn't be no problems. If you call yourself a Sony fanboy, if you call yourself a Sony fan, you should know that Sony is one of those companies that fully support each of their consoles to the very limit. Look at the PS2, bro. The PS2, years after when the PS3 came out, there were still PS2 games dropping. You guys know this already. This ain't nothing new. Did the PS2 hold back the PS3? No. The cell processor was very, very hard to develop for. because that cell processor was a beast. And it's kind of, in retrospect, in future spec, I should say, it's kind of almost the same with the Series X now, is that it's taking developers a little bit of time to get used to the Series X, right? Same thing with the PS3. It was taking developers time, and you see that affected the PS3. So I hope a PS3 don't happen to a Series X in this time frame. You get what I'm saying? So, and the PS3 was way more powerful than the 360. You see what I'm saying? And you see the games, you see how the games look and play. Everybody was buying the 360 version of the games, of the third-party games, because they just look and play better on the 360, right? Because developers was having a hard time coding and developing for that cell processor. So what I am saying is the PS2 did not hold back the PS3. The PS3 did not hold back the PS4. You see what I'm saying? So no, they can't just walk away. They can't just walk away from PS4. They can't, because that's bad business. You see what I'm saying? That's bad business, bro. That's bad freaking business. You can't just sit there and walk away from 100+ million people. You see what I'm saying? They still have to make games. They still have to crank stuff out, because not everybody is going to buy the newer system. There's still a lot of people right now who have a PS5 in front of their face and they won't buy it because they need to see more games. They need to see what the console is capable of. So bleeding over into next year, a lot of people are probably going to wait for the next 2 years to buy. Some people have different buying habits when it comes to the transition is not going to be that smooth to where 100 and something plus million people is going to just buy a PS5. It just don't work that way. It takes time to convince people otherwise. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I think a lot of people want to see on PlayStation 5, like PlayStation Home and all of this type of stuff, but it's going to take time. It's literally going to take time. You see what I'm saying? To develop these softwares and everything like that. It's going to take time. And so with that being said, basically Sony has no plans to stop making great PS4 games. And I'm telling you, man, I've gotten my money worth out of the PS4. I mean, I can sit here, Last of Us Remaster, Last of Us 2, Uncharted 4. I can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. Death Stranding. There's a lot of games on the PS4. You see what I'm saying? PS4 is one of the Sony's best consoles. PS4 was way better than the PS3 in my eyes. I know some people beg to differ, but that's just the reality of this. And so let's go ahead here and sort of bleed over into our topic here. And this is what Jim Ryan, he was with Edge Magazine. He says, we do feel that we have responsibility to that very large community. Of course, it's a very, very large community, and opportunity to carry on making great PS4 games for as long as need is there. Think you will see a tail with PS4 that you did not see with PS3. But that said, as time passes, you are going to see more and more emphasis on PS5 development. Exactly what I've been saying this whole time. There's going to be more emphasis on the PS5 than the PS4. So if something is like, for instance, Horizon Forbidden West, it's going to be a better experience on PS5. Why? Because the PS5 is going to be the lead SKU. Okay? The PS5 is going to be the lead platform. I'm just saying. So people need to understand that Horizon Forbidden West, it's not all doom and gloom. Okay? Because it's cross-gen. Oh, because God of War, if God of War ends up being a PS4 cross-generation experience, okay. But more people are going to buy it on PS5. I'm just saying. Right? Because they want the better experience. Depending on how the game is going to look and play. We know the game is going to look amazing. So come on. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead here and move on to our next topic. We're going to be talking about Fortnite. And this is a game that I don't generally play at all. I mean, I played it briefly, maybe a year after it came out, but that was it. So when it comes to the PS5 and Fortnite, this is very interesting because I know a lot of people was like, wait, the iPad Pro version and everything like that is 120 FPS. So what's going on with the PS5 and the Series X? Obviously, the systems are more than capable of, because Fortnite is not really a graphical intense CPU or GPU intense game to where it's using a lot of resources like that. So Fortnite PS5 120 FPS support added in the game's latest update. So the 120 FPS so this is 4K at 120 FPS. So there you guys go. So yeah, this is apparently from the patch update, which is 1.000.0007 patch notes. And it basically said that it added a 120 FPS mode for Fortnite and everything like that. So this is really, really good, because this update also add performance mode for PC users as well. So the 120 FPS feature for PS5 and Series X and S can be accessed simply by hitting up the video settings and selecting 120 FPS mode. In addition, the update also adds performance mode for PC. So there you guys go. If you're into Fortnite, I guess jump for joy. All right, so let's go ahead here, guys, and talk about Dirt 5. Now, shout outs to Codemasters. I know they're up for grabs with EA. I know Take-Two was trying to bite at them a little bit as far as acquiring Codemasters and everything. And so shout outs to them for sending me a review code over, which I actually reviewed the game live for you guys to see if it's actually worth it or not. And to be honest with you guys, I don't generally say that this game was actually worth it. In my opinion, it just didn't really look next gen to me, even though it's a cross gen game. I wasn't really happy with the performance of the game, and I know they patched it and make it a little bit better and everything like that, but they have a new update right now, which is 2.0, and kudos to them for getting this out before Christmas and everything like that, and for a lot of people as well. So we're going to go ahead and hurry this one up here. And basically, Dirt 5 update 2.00, which I'm going to check out this update anyway, brings wheel support and PS5 trophy fix. And there's also a slew of different updates here for Dirt 5 and everything that I wanted to share with you guys. So there you guys go right there. It says Snow Limits free content pack, new playgrounds item, new livers, new iceberg circuit customization items, and the option for snowy conditions in playgrounds, all added for free to all players. They have wheel support as well for the game, which is Logitech and some other devices there. Trust Master. So, hey, there you guys go. Obviously, from a visual standpoint, there's a lot of stuff here. Prioritize frame rate, 120 hertz on Series X. Further FPS improvements when using image quality mode on Xbox One and PS4, which the PS4 and Xbox One version was a mess from what I understand. Fix issue causing flickering lights during nighttime events. PC furthering fix reports of crashes and startup issues. Fix issue causing game freezes in the career sponsors tab. When selecting amplified edition sponsor creator, fixes for crash occurring at the beginning of some career events for some players, add option to listen back to previous podcast episodes and playlists. So there's a lot of fixes in this particular update and everything like that. So download this update and everything and enjoy. I'm pretty sure they ironed out a lot of problems that a lot of people was having, and plus you have wheel support as well. And I think Sony actually tweeted this update out as well. So they guys go on that front. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about sales. And thank you so much for the person who actually donated earlier, talking about sales and all of this type of stuff. So let's go ahead here and dig deep into this one. So we're going to be talking about the PS5 and how it's sold in France. Okay. And this is very, very, very interesting here. So we're going to bleed over into this one here. And this is definitely interesting to say the least. So here we go. Let's talk about sales. Let's do it. So the PS5 sold 107,000 units in France, whereas the Series X and S moved around 37,000 units. Why is that, you may say? Why is that, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you why. No freaking games. Game Pass, yes, it's a great service. Yes, it's cool to go back and play all these older games, Gears 5, State of Decay, Witcher 3, all of that to see how they look and play. 37,000 units is not a lot, bro. And like I said, they are crippling themselves out the gate with no games. I'm telling you, games drive sales. Exclusive games drive sales. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you guys. This is crazy right now. This is the reality. This is what's actually happening right now. You see what I'm saying? 37,000 units. Wow, man. They're doing an Xbox One all over again. All over again. You need games to drive hardware sales. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You need games to drive hardware sales. As reported by Ludo Strick, Sony sold over 107,000 units in the region, which would make it the biggest console launch in French history, managing to just beat the Switch previous record of 105,000 units. You see what I'm talking about? Only Sony can compete with Nintendo, or Nintendo competing with Sony, not Microsoft. You need games, and this is something that I've been saying earlier. You need games. Now, managing to just beat the Switch, okay? So just about 2,000 more units, right? So there you go, man. There you go. See, the PS4, which sold at 90,000, Microsoft just, cleared over 37,000. That's crazy. This is what I'm talking about. I am not surprised. If you guys are surprised, I'm not surprised, because it boils down to the games. 37,000 compared to 107,000 is a huge difference. Why is that? Because one, the PlayStation brand is bigger. Two, you got better exclusive games. Three, you got better storytelling games, right? So there you go. There's more demand for PS5. We already knew this was going to happen already. Once Halo Infinite was not going to come out, that was going to be the reality. So there you go. Right there in your face. You can't hide it. 37,000 units. And this is in France. And in the US, it's the same thing. PS5 are selling more. Why is that? Because there's more to look. The roadmap that's ahead for the PS5 looks a lot better, like to some people. But in my eyes, I think it's almost neck and neck, because Microsoft got a lot of stuff that's coming out within the next, I would say, max 2 or 3 to 4 years from now. You see what I'm saying? That's going to blow people away. I do believe that. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But it's going to be a tough battle. But I don't know if Microsoft can catch up with hardware sales by the time these games actually roll out. I know a lot of the sales and stuff is because of scalpers, but hey, it's still sales, right? Because they're reporting on them. It's still sales. But the numbers speak for themselves. And hopefully, like I said, Microsoft can literally get it together as far as that is concerned. All right, let's go ahead here and let's move on to our next topic. And we're going to talk about Microsoft and the whole Xbox situation being the cornerstone. Because it's funny because, this whole article is literally just saying that Xbox consoles ain't going nowhere. And this is something that I've been telling you guys. Look, regardless, Microsoft said they don't care about hardware sales and all this type of stuff. They don't care about pushing hardware. They just care about, gamers playing anywhere, anytime. They do care about hardware sales. It's a part of their business. If they didn't care about hardware sales, or they didn't care about selling hardware, they wouldn't be making it. The Xbox One would have been the last. And then there would have been a Netflix type of company. And then xCloud would have been their next gen sort of, because they can control everything by the cloud, if that was the case. So don't let nobody fool you. Okay? Now, let me read the heading of the article. It says Microsoft Xbox consoles have become the cornerstone and the foundation of their strategy moving forward. You know what that means? Xbox consoles ain't going nowhere. They're going to still come out with new Xbox consoles. Best believe there's going to be a Series X Pro or whatever it's going to be called, a Series Z or a Series D or whatever it's going to be called. It's going to be a more powerful one. There's going to be another version to the Series S. You see what I'm saying? They're coming. Phil Spencer already said that already. So, of course, it's going to be the foundation of Microsoft. You see what I'm saying? Moving forward when it comes to the Xbox brand. Consoles, bro, we know that Sony cares about hardware sales. So Sony ain't going to stop selling hardware anytime soon. They're not going to stop selling consoles anytime soon because that's Sony's bread and butter. That's what's keeping Sony in business right now is the PlayStation brand. You see, because Sony ain't really doing so well with their TVs and cameras and phones and all of that type of stuff or movies or anything like that. It's the PlayStation brand that's keeping them going. And it's kind of funny because we know that the 360 was one of their best consoles to date. So you think that Xbox consoles are going anywhere because of the poor sales or because of anything? Nope. It's still gonna be trucking. It's still gonna be a thing. You see what I'm saying? And so moving forward, that's just what it's gonna be. And they're so heavily invested right now on Game Pass, right? This is basically what this article is saying, is that they're so heavily invested into the ecosystem, for the Xbox One, and not making Halo Infinite exclusive just to the next generation Xbox consoles, which I think they should have, because they probably wouldn't be running into so much development issues. But there's a silver lining there, because we do know that developers are having a little bit of a hard time getting used to the development kits of the Series X. Right? It's taking developers a little bit of time to crank out that extra horsepower that we need to see. So yeah, right? Their main focus right now is Game Pass, Azure, right? Their cloud streaming tech, AI technology and whatever for xCloud, Game Pass, and just building the whole ecosystem to the way they want it. I mean, a bunch of people are signing up for Game Pass and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. There's so many things to choose from with Game Pass. I think it's a great service for people who love playing their games digitally and like having a huge library of games to choose from. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But the thing of the matter is that this is going to be a huge centerpiece for Microsoft moving forward when it comes to consoles and everything like that. So consoles ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere anytime soon. And I obviously, the more people buy, the more they're going to make. Okay. And obviously Microsoft is not just making money off, obviously, consoles. They're making money off Windows. They're making money off PCs. You know what I'm saying? So they got other streams of revenue that's keeping them afloat. So they don't, generally speaking, need Xbox. You see what I'm saying? It's just a small portion of Microsoft. Microsoft is $1 trillion company. They don't need Xbox to sell in order to keep them in business. You see what I'm saying? So Nintendo is a whole other situation, because Nintendo got crazy money. Let's say, for instance, if the Switch didn't sell that great, I don't think it would be a doom and gloom for Nintendo. I think because look at the Wii U. The Wii U didn't sell that great. It wasn't all doom and gloom. They came out with the Switch and they're killing it now. They learned from their mistake. Same thing with Sony with the PS3. They learned from their mistake, revitalized themselves with the PS4, revitalized themselves with the PlayStation 5. So far, so good, besides the little hiccups here and there. So I don't necessarily think that console gaming is going anywhere anytime soon, because Microsoft is coming out saying that, hey, look, the future for Microsoft looks bright when it comes to console gaming. Okay. And hopefully we can see more and more stuff. Maybe with the Series X Pro, we might see, I don't know, a UI overhaul or a much more better experience for a lot of people, because right now a lot of people are just like, I ain't touching that Series X until I start seeing games. And who knows, maybe by the time Microsoft start cranking out these bigger AAA titles, maybe by then the Series X Pro might come out, the more powerful one, because these companies, they like coming out with systems within the next 2 to 3 years down the life cycle of the system. So maybe by that time there's going to be a Series X Pro. And for some people that are waiting to see those games, that could be a huge selling point for them. So you see what I'm saying? So I don't think it's all doom and gloom for Microsoft right now. I think that they have a lot of potential in the tank. They just got to show it, bro. Because as of right now, we got to wait. We got to wait. and we still got to keep waiting. So only time will tell, guys. Only time will tell on how things are going to shape and mold the future when it comes to Microsoft with the Xbox console, Azure, and also Game Pass as well. Okay, so appreciate you guys. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to bleed over into our next topic at hand here. And I told you guys I do have a massive show for you guys. And, you know, I work my butt off every single day for you guys. And this is because I'm passionate about what I do. So our next topic here, we're going to talk about Terminator Resistance and the benefits of this particular title on the PlayStation 5 and everything. So I know a lot of you guys are definitely going to probably play this game, maybe not. So let's go ahead here and touch up on Terminator Resistance. Basically coming to the PS5 as a free upgrade with locked 60 FPS and faster load times. And that's something that you can kind of expect with the PlayStation 5 and, you know, just the capabilities of the system and everything. And so basically, due out on March 26, 2021, Terminator Resistance will feature a wealth of balance and difficulty patches that were previously launched on PC. While the new Infiltrator mode will give you access to the T800 skin as you battle the Resistance fighter. Terminator Resistance includes a locked 60 FPS and upscaled 4K resolution. Okay, so that's pretty good. Basically dynamic 4K. Basically, it's going to have improved load times, enhanced textures, highly polygon counts, improved shadow and dynamic shadows. In other words, it's going to look much better than the PS4 release. And so this is very, very interesting. So if you're into Terminator Resistance, this is definitely dope, dope stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our next topic. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's knock this out. All right, so let's talk about Devotion. I don't know how many of you guys know about Devotion, but we're going to talk about it. And CD Projekt Red is right next to it. Tell you, man, CD Projekt Red cannot win. They cannot win. I don't know what's going on with CD Projekt Red, but they can't win, bro. All right, so let's kind of dig into this big old controversy. So GOG walks back release of controversial horror game Devotion. Red Candle Games once again loses its platform. After hours announcing it would bring the controversial horror game Devotion to its platform, CD Projekt Red digital storefront GOG they basically pulled back the release plans. So after receiving many messages from gamers, we have decided not to list the game on store. And, you know, this is crazy because all of this could have been avoided because they were sitting here making fun of a Chinese president, saying that he looks like Winnie the Pooh. Like you got to be careful. When you're making all these memes and all of this type of stuff, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. So they pulled the game altogether, canceled the game altogether. The game was even getting review bombed and everything. Like, this is crazy. You can't sit there and make fun of people saying, oh, he looked like Winnie the Pooh. Like, bro, you can't do that. That's serious. You'll get sued. I mean, you possibly get jail time. You got to be careful what you're doing. And you put that in your game and expect that this is going to be amazing, right? And then you having Winnie the Pooh comparisons and all that. You can't do that. So players review bombed the game and the developer pulled it from Steam shortly after. You doggone right. They're going to pull it after. And then you got to deal with copyright because you doing Winnie the Pooh. You see what I'm saying? So the Christopher Robin's movie, you know, like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. At the time, the Taiwanese developer Red Candle Games issued several apologies. Apologies, just like CD Projekt Red, you know exactly what you were doing. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. You know exactly what you were freaking doing. So I'm not trying to hear that. I am not trying to hear that. You know exactly what you were doing. You know exactly what you were doing. You apologize. So you apologize for making fun of the Chinese president. How is that? Come on, man. Let's be real. Oh, it was a mistake. Oh, it was a mistake. Apologies. Bro, apology is only accepted when it's a legit reason for you to apologize. This is not a legit reason. The game has been getting review bombed. You pulled it from Steam afterwards. Then you come out with an apology. You're doing a CD Projekt Red. What are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. This is not all fun and games, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to develop a game the right way, but don't include people into your stuff and trying to make comparisons and all this. You got to be careful, because you're going to deal with copyright. You're going to deal with, a huge backlash. It's going to be issues. You see what I'm saying? And even several months after, you see what I'm saying? Months following the whole devotion stuff, they struggled to find a new home. In a statement printed by The Verge, the sister site Polygon, Red Candle Games said that in the aftermath of the incident, still possesses different speculation about devotion. Bro, ain't nobody gonna play that game. They already review bomb it. You pull it off the store. Ain't nobody gonna go back into that game. This is sad, bro. This is sad. And then now you got CD Projekt Red all over the news. I tell you, what to do, guys. What to do, man. What to do. This is just the reality at the end of the day. So I appreciate you guys for coming in. And, you guys have been rocking the streams and everything, and showing a lot of support and everything. And I really do appreciate you guys for sticking around. I know this was a very long edition of the show. So if you do enjoy it, make sure you guys give the show a thumbs up, share it out there on social media. Definitely do appreciate you guys, man. Really do appreciate the love and the support and everything. And I'm going to go ahead and rest my voice. I've been talking for 2+ hours. One love and God bless. You guys take care. And please have yourself a great night. Okay? Love y'all. Hit the like button on the way out. If you did enjoy, hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. I'll have your timestamps ready. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.